Hey everybody, those of you at Rock Harbor Church and those of you online, I wanted to introduce to you one of the ministries that we support here in Israel. We are currently in Israel at this time of the filming, and as you know, we support giving to Israel, helping them in their war efforts, helping them try to get through this difficult time in their history. But also we're supporting different ministries here in the nation of Israel. And one of them is Baptist Village. And I have Reed Dawson with us. He's one of the volunteer coordinators at Baptist Village. And I wanted to introduce him to you to let you know that this is one of the areas, if you're interested in getting involved, not just donating, but also actually getting on the ground here in Israel, working in a ministry, doing the work of the Lord here. This is one of the ways you guys can get plugged in. So let me introduce to you Reed Dawson. Again, he's the volunteer coordinator here at Baptist Village. Reed, kind of tell them what your overall vision and goal, what you guys are doing here in Israel, how they can get plugged in, and what they're going to be doing.
Okay. The history of Baptist Village has been here longer than I've been alive. I'm 72 years old soon, but Baptist Village has been around a long time. They came here years ago doing humanitarian work. The Baptists did in the early 1900s and started serving here. Actually, we were an orphanage in Nazareth and in Jerusalem, and one of the Baptist leaders from the United States came here to serve and worked with the orphanages, and then they brought them to Baptist Village around 1948, 1950, and built buildings here around 1952. Some other Baptist leaders came in and took over Baptist Village, and it became, actually, the government of Israel decided that it wouldn't be good for us to take care of the different children from the land here. So the Baptists then began to have kind of a boarding school here, kind of a agricultural school, and to teach skills to the different orphans that were here growing up here in the land.
Wow. Okay.
And then it's developed into a camp and conference center.
Okay.
Where today we serve the different national groups that are here that are following Yeshua, and we serve any group here. We don't just serve one particular brand. We serve all of those and the ministries that are here. So we have camps and conferences here at Baptist Village. We provide the facility. We don't do the camps and conferences, but we provide the buildings, the space for them to do what they do. They come in and do the music. They come in and do the food. They come in and do the teaching. They come in and do the activities. Yeah. And we just here provide the place for them to come and serve. But we encourage and we try to stand alongside of all these groups here that are pointing people in the right way, and pointing them to salvation, pointing them to the truth.
Amen. Amen. So guys, what you need to understand is, again, Baptist Village is one of 5 organizations that we support here in Israel, and you can plug yourself in. So let's take the scenario, Reed. Someone comes over here. They're going to be supporting the work here. What kind of things are they going to be doing, for instance, if they come over?
Well, as a volunteer coordinator, I serve helping to reach out and network with all kind of people in the States and in Europe, and help them with all the logistical needs that they have. So I help them do all the planning, do all the detail work. When they get here, I work with our facilities manager here on campus and work with our director here on campus and come up with projects for them to do here.
Gotcha.
In the past, I only had volunteer groups coming here just to do work at Baptist Village.
Okay.
They would come and do sidewalk work. They'd come and do painting. They'd do carpentry. They'd do groundskeeping. They'd do housekeeping. And we still do that.
Yeah.
But now we've broadened out to where if someone in the States, particularly a congregation like yours or someone else, if they want to come and get involved in more detailed work with a local congregation or with a local ministry here, they can stay at Baptist Village. We let them stay here for free. We don't charge them for staying here.
Okay.
We help them get the grocery store. We provide a place for them to be able to cook their own food and whatever, make them a good place to have home base here, but then they can connect with the other workers here in the land where they can go out and help those local congregations or those local ministries in doing projects that they want to do that are more than just building and cleaning and work.
Sure. That's great. So guys, what Reed was saying is you can stay here. Now, I want to show you some film footage that I'm going to roll in front of you of what the facilities look like, where you stay. Again, they will let you stay for free as long as you're working and doing ministry here. But as you can see, these are the quarters that you can stay in, and some of them have bunk beds, some of them have a couple beds in one room. So basically, you stay here for free. You go to the store, get your stuff. You supply your own food, cook your own food, do whatever you need to do, and then you stay for however long you're staying. Now, Reed, what is the typical time frame when people can stay here? Is it a week, 2 weeks, a month? What is it?
Okay. You come into the land here on a tourist visa.
Okay.
It's available to anyone that comes here, and the people are coming here to tour.
Yeah.
They're not coming here to volunteer. That's a little snafu when you come through passport check and they ask you coming, why are you coming here? You say you're coming to tour.
Okay.
Because if you say you're coming to volunteer, you have to have a volunteer visa, and that makes it complicated.
Okay.
They're coming here to tour, but when they come here, they're able to, we help them with all kind of the needs that they have there. So that helps a little bit there.
Yeah.
So they're coming to do touring. We help them do touring, by the way. If they need suggestions for that, we can help them with that.
So let me ask you this: is it sometimes a 1 week commitment, 2 week commitment? What's time frame?
The general, as they come in on a tourist visa, they're coming in for a 3-month maximum. But normally here at Baptist Village, I brought groups here for many years from the States before I moved here. But normally we would do about a 2 week, anywhere from
2 week. Okay.
13 to 15 days generally. And they work about 4 or 5 days here on campus.
Okay.
They do 2 or 3 days meeting with congregations and whatever.
Okay.
And then they do 2 or 3 days of touring. And
Okay.
then you have 3 days of travel, 2 days to get here, 1 day to get back.
Okay, so about a 2 week time frame.
About 2 weeks, yeah.
So guys, you do work, and it's a lot of work. But what they've built into the trip, if you do the trip, is you get a couple days, 2-3 days, whatever, where they take you out to the historical sites, in Jerusalem or wherever. So you do get some touring in that. So it's not all work. But that's what we're coming over to. And I was talking to one of your guys here, and they mentioned, hey, even if you don't have a skill set per se, if you just have a servant's heart, you can use somebody with a servant's heart. I mean, but if you guys have expertise, there are expertise things.
Absolutely.
Right? So I think one of the guys that were telling me they need carpenters or something like that. What other specialties do you need?
We've got a carpenter shop, a very well-equipped carpenter shop where people can make cabinetry, or if they can make bed furniture, or bedside tables, whatever. We've got a mechanic shop.
Okay.
And we've got a full tool shed of all kind of electrical and plumbing supplies and tools, where if they had those particular skills, that would be wonderful to be able to do there.
Okay.
And by the way, we do have the first level of volunteering here is for about 2 weeks. We do have a second level where a person can come, maybe a retired person or a retired couple. They wanted to come and stay a month or 2 or even up to 3 months. If they're qualified and we get them through the qualification process, they can stay longer than that.
Okay.
And even a person that's retired and wants to come and stay longer than that, we can actually get a 1-year volunteer visa for a person if they want to stay longer. We'd love to have that.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, so I know what everyone's asking. Reed, we got sometimes missiles being fired, rockets being fired. Hey, what's the security level here? What's the safety level here? If someone comes here and you have Hezbollah in the north sending out rockets or whatever, or Hamas firing rockets, what's the safety? Explain to them what we have in place here.
We have 7 bomb shelters around the campus.
Okay.
2 are permanent bomb shelters, and 5 are temporary bomb shelters that are sufficient if, God forbid, but if something happened, then they have a place to go to. They're strategically placed around the campus.
Okay.
We personally feel that we're safe here. We feel like that we're here because Father wants us to be here.
Amen.
And Father's going to take care of us. I have never had anybody come to me in the 10 years I've been serving here in the land, never have I had anybody come to me and say, well, I'm just scared to death. I'm just so frightened by being here.
Right.
Most everyone that comes into the land feels such a sense of peace and calmness, although anything can happen to anybody, anytime, anywhere in the world.
Sure.
We realize those things happen, but we do have safety protocols in place. We have our processes written out in case something does happen. We know exactly what to do. Our staff and our personnel here are trained to help all of our visitors and our volunteers to be taken care of. And we've done this in the past. This year we've done this, and to make sure everyone is safe and secure here. But you feel such a peace by being here.
Yeah.
If you guys have been here several times,
Sure.
you realize that. So.
Yeah. No, we feel safe. We don't feel threatened or anything like that. But I do know that's what a lot of you guys are going to ask. But here's the thing. You got to take it before the Lord, pray about it, see if he would lead you to do it. And again, what they need is servants' hearts. And if the Lord puts that on your heart, coordinate through us, and then we'll coordinate with Reed here, and we'll get you plugged in. Our plan is to send teams here maybe once a month going forward. And so think about that. So are you basically open any time of the year if we continue to send teams?
Yeah, teams will be. We adjust according to the temperature and the weather and whatever.
Okay.
But most all year in Israel, even during the rainy season, there's still plenty of inside projects that can be done.
Okay.
And you don't have the long periods of rain normally like you do in the States here.
Yeah.
It might rain in the morning, but we can still do outside work in the afternoon. But yes, we adjust our projects according to what the weather is there.
Excellent. So short term, we have 3 months ahead of us that we're wanting to send groups to. If you're interested, let us know. We'll plug you in, and we'll send you to Israel where you can do some ministry work and be used of the Lord to use your talents and skills. And again, you say, well, Brandon, I physically can't do that. I've got ailments, or I'm too old, or something like that, whatever. Well, if that's the case, then send someone else. Sponsor someone else to go for you instead, and pay for their trip to come over here, pay for their airline. And that's a way of duplicating, your discipleship. Well, you can send someone else. So do that. Think about it in those terms. This is a great organization. How do they find you online? I know you guys got a website.
They can go to thebaptistvillage.com.
Okay.
And any information there, be sure you put the, T-H-E.
Okay.
Thebaptistvillage.com, because baptistvillage.com is a retirement home in Georgia.
Okay.
So thebaptistvillage.com, go to the website there. You can get a lot of history about Baptist Village. You can fill out the volunteer form there, or you can just send us a note, just information there. But you can also send an email directly to volunteers, plural, VOLUNTEERS, at thebaptistvillage.com. And that'll come directly to me, and I'll respond directly to you if you have any questions.
Excellent. Reed, awesome work you're doing. Thank you for the interview. And guys, plug yourself in. Pray to the Lord, see what he would have you do, all right? God bless you guys. We'll see you next time.